Hi, I'm Brian Weber, previewing the outstanding interleague games you can see on the MLB on Fox this weekend. Pleased to be joined by FoxSports.com senior baseball writer Ken Rosenthal. Kenny, you'll be in Northern California as the Indians take on the Giants. What do you think the Giants' biggest trade need is right now?
Brian, there's been a lot of talk in recent days about Mark Ellis of the Oakland A's coming over to fill that void at second base that, of course, has been created by the loss of Freddie Sanchez. But really, their biggest need by far is a catcher. And they know it, and they're still searching. They've talked about Taylor Teagarden of the Rangers a little bit. The Rangers, of course, would love to get one of the Giants' relievers. Pudge Rodriguez still out there. He's a guy that they'd love to get as well. But there's also another alternative. Barry Zito actually brought him up to the San Francisco Writers last night. A kid named Hector Sanchez, their top prospect at AAA. He caught Zito at AAA, and Barry Zito was very positive speaking about him. I'm not saying he's the answer. I'm not saying he's a guy you trust in this kind of situation, but at least he has emerged as a younger alternative.
That could be a temporary fix, perhaps.
Exactly.
Okay, here in Southern California, it's the I-5 series. Angels facing the Dodgers. The American League West appears to be wide open. Can the Halos make a run?
They can make a run by the sheer math of it, Brian. They're in the thing. But I look at their team and I watch them play, and it's painful. Their offense is just so short. And when you watch them with runners in scoring position, well, they're next to last in the American League in that category for a reason. And this team can pitch. We've seen that repeatedly. But at the same time, you've got to hit at some point. And they haven't gotten enough production from their veteran players, Wells in particular. I don't see them making a run unless they get more offense, and I don't see that happening.
All right, let's spotlight another game. The Mets taking on the Rangers. Alexi Ogando shining on the mound recently in Texas. He'll get the ball in this Fox game. What has he meant to this rotation?
A lot. And if you remember, the Rangers were supposed to have Cliff Lee, or at least they wanted to have Cliff Lee. He didn't come there. They signed Brandon Webb. Does not look like Brandon Webb is going to make a contribution anytime soon. And then in spring training, what were they doing? They were talking about Neftali Feliz in the rotation, and also about Ogando. Feliz much more attention, but Ogando is the guy who has turned out to be the fixture in that rotation. He's been everything. He has become the ace that they needed once they lost Cliff Lee. Amazing story. This guy was stuck in the Dominican Republic for 5 years, caught up in this human trafficking scandal. The Rangers waited patiently. He was patient as well. Got out, very little time in the minors, pitched in the World Series last season as a reliever, and here he is, on target for the All-Star game.
That is an amazing story. Finally, Washington will take on the White Sox, and Nats haven't had a winning record since 2005 this late in the season. Is this team getting closer to being a playoff contender?
It is, Brian. And when you look at their pitching staff, a lot of people thought it would be terrible. In fact, I had one very prominent pitcher tell me in spring training on another club, their pitching stinks. Don't worry about them. Well, they were my surprise team, and actually they're playing like a legitimate surprise team now. It's been their pitching, and when you look at them going forward, of course, there's Strasburg coming off the Tommy John. There's Bryce Harper, who could be up as soon as the second half of next season. And there's also been talk of the Nats signing Prince Fielder this offseason and perhaps trading for B.J. Upton. So what I'm saying, when you put it all together, and not all of that is going to happen, but there is a bright future here.
And we'll see what happens in the dugout now with the shakeup with Jim Riggleman walking away. As always, we appreciate the insights. Don't miss the MLB on Fox starting at 4 Eastern this Saturday on your local Fox affiliate. You can see Ken on TV. I'm Brian Weber. We'll see you next time.
The biggest night of the summer is only on Fox. It's the 2011 All-Star Game in primetime. It all begins with the world premiere preview of Simon Cowell's The X Factor. Then, baseball's biggest stars take center stage for the Midsummer Classic.
Come on, come on!
The 2011 All-Star Game, live July 12th, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on Fox.